Hello everyone, myself Dr. Krunal Bavsar. Today we discuss previously what we have to learn in a previous lecture. So unit number 2 under tag 2.2.2. So variable data types. Under that already we did a character set. In character set, the uppercase and lowercase are there. In digit 0 to 9 digits, it's available in digit form. Some of the special character discuss which is available in your chart. White space slash B for blank space, slash R for carriage return, slash F for form feed, slash H for horizontal depth, and we are using slash N for new line. So it is important things is our slash N, which we have to use in a programming language. Now then we discuss tokens. In that programming language, we can use the text, individual words and punctuation marks are called tokens. Similar in C programming, the smallest individual units are known as a tokens. So tokens keywords are there, that is a float, while, etc. Constant value, identifier, then after operators. Now C tokens we can consider operators, special symbol, etc. Then after we can check the keywords and identifiers. In C programming, a classification is either the keyword or an identifier. The keywords are as given. Some of the keywords which we have to use in a C programming language, right? So now in that today's lecture, we can discuss data types. Before that data types, we just check out a constants, right? Constants, that means what? A constants refer to fixed value we cannot be changed during the executions of a program. Suppose for a several types of constants as given below. In C programming language, so many kind of constants are there, and it is useful for a different kind of purpose, and we can use for preparing our program, right? Now first, numerical constants. Constants, under that two parts are there. One is for numeric constants, second is for character constants. In numeric constants, two major things are there in numeric constants. One, that is your integer constants, that means non-decimal value, and another that is real constants, that means decimal value. Real, it is also known as in a C programming language, that is a float, right? So for example, integer constants, that means 10,000, 10, 12,500, 1 lakh, that is the non-decimal value which is considered as a integer constants. Next, the another part of that numerical constants, that is a decimal value. Decimal value, that means we know that the value of pi, so pi value is 3.14, right? So it is a decimal value, right? Then after 2.71689, that is a e raised to 1 value, so which is known as a decimal value, right? So that is the example of numerical constants. One, that is an integer, second, that is a real constants. Now next we can divert on them character constants. In character, right, first single character, we can say A, we can say B, we can say C, D. Only one character which is known as a single character. If the character is in capital letters or capital letters or maybe in a small letters, it is considered as a single character constants. Next, in other side of that character constants, that is a string, right? In a string, we can use same thing like our name. For example, I can say Abhi, our surname Patel. So, which is known as a string constants, right? So, these are the constants value which we have to use in a C programming language for the different kind of things and different kind of programmings, right? So, I can repeat right now, constants, two types of constants are there in a C programming language. One is numerical constant, second is character constants. In numerical constants, integer constants are there, right? That means non-decimal value, point value, right? Which is known as an integer constants, and point value, which is considered that is a real constants, also which is known as a float, also it is known as a decimal value, like 3.14, 2.71, 12,500.78906. That is a example for decimal value. Next, another part, that is a character constants. That is a single character constants. A, small b, small capital M, capital F. Single character, which is known as a single character constants, and multiple character, which is known as a string constants. For example, our name Abhi, my name Krunal, surname that is a Bhausar. So that is working as a character constants in the part of that constants value. First of all, what do you mean by variable? First of all, we check the definition of the variables. A variable is a data name that may be used to a data value. A variable is a data name that may be used to a data value. For example, x is equal to 10. So x is a variable and 10 the value of x. For example, pi is equal to 3.14. So pi, it's a variable and its value, that is 3.14. So basically the syntax are there: a data type, variable name 1, comma variable name 2, up to variable name whatever we are putting, and we can use it, right? So that is a variable name, right? Syntax, all of you please write your syntax in your notebooks. So x is equal to 10. So x, that is your variable, and 10, it's a value of x. So this is the variables definitions and example. Now data types. So basically data types in a C programming language. In a C programming language is rich in its data types, storage representation and machine instruction to handle constants differ from machine to machine. The variety of data types available allow the programmer to select the types appropriate to the needs of application as well as machine. So data type is a syntax which is useful for different kind of program which we have to prepare in the next unit, right? So ANSYS supports 4 types of data types. ANSYS supports 4 types of data types. First, primary data types. Second, user-defined data types. Third one, derived data types. And fourth, that is empty data types. So data types, 4 types of data types which we have to learn in that data types. Data types specify how we enter data into our programs. That is a major concept. Data types through we can send the data and we can insert our data value with the help of data types. And what types of data we enter? C language has some predefined set of data types to handle various kind of data that we can use in our program. These data types have different storage capacity. C programming language support two types of basically data types. That is, first, that is a primary data type. Second, that is a derived data type. So in a primary data type, these are the fundamental data types in a C, namely as an integer, floating, points, float, character, and void, right? Those which is we have to consider right now in a constants value, right? Constants માં જે છે એ જ અહીંયા પાછું repeat થાય છે. That is a concept of primary data types. Okay. Now, next in derived data types. Derived data types are nothing but a primary data types, but a little twist or group together like array, structure, union, and pointer. These are the discussed in details in later on units. So right now we just check the simplest data types. Before I can start the data types, did you have any question regarding them? So in data types, we check first, that is a integer data type. Already we discussed integer integer in a constants. So integer data type, in that integer are used to store whole number. Whole number, that means without point, right? It is accepting your value without point. That is an integer, right? And that is a data type, size of them and range of them, right? So first integer, otherwise sign integer. So it is set with the size of 2 bytes and the range is -32768 to +32767. So it is store the range of them. If you wish to use in a program integer, int, right? Unsigned integer, that means what? The size of that 2 bytes, it is occupying in a memory, and the range is 0 to 65,535. That is a positive number. See here the two types of different between integer and unsigned integer. If you wish to use integer, then minus values are came and also plus values are came. If you are using unsigned integer, so requirement that is a 2 byte size will be stored in a memory, and it is accepting only 0 to positive value of that is 65,535. Next, in a short integer or signed short integer, it is occupied with the help of 1 byte size, and the range is -128 to +127. That is a short integer. Unsigned short integer, if you wish to use, then that is a size that is occupied by memory, that is a 1, and the range is 0 to 255. Same thing in a long integer. So long signed long integer, so 4 bytes it is occupied in a memory, and the range is here like minus so and so to plus so and so. Same thing next, unsigned long integer. So that is a 4 byte requirement for occupied your memory, and it is 0 to 4 millions like that. So that is the range for storing in a different kind of numerical value with the help of this integer number. In that integer number, some of the positive values are there, some of the negative values are there. When we have to use a neutral, that is a 0, that is maybe possible. But whenever we are using this kind of chart, this kind of data, so we have set a particular data types. So data types, that is an integer. Under that integer, first I can repeat, if you wish to use this, then we can use %d symbol for, that is the identification of the range of them, right? Unsigned integer, that is the 0 to 65,535. Next, short integer minus 128 to plus 127. Unsigned short integer, that is a 0 to 255. That is UD, percentage UD. We can use them for unsigned short integer. Long integer, that is the range, that is minus 2 million to plus 2 million. And unsigned long integer, that is a 4 byte memory size, and it will be stored, that is 0 to 4 million in integer range. This is your integer data types. Next, floating point. Floating point, it is which is known as a decimal real or decimal data type. Floating types are used to store a real number. Real number, that means point value, right? 3.14, it is considered as a floating in a C programming language, right? So data types are there, that is a float. If you wish to use that, then we can use percentage %f, that is the identity of float data type, right? It is occupied with the help of fourth size of bytes in a memory, and that is the range is 3.4e minus 38 to 3.4e plus 38. So the range of them, it is considered, if you wish to put 3.14, so 3.14, after that 6 digits are there, right? So if you are entering 3.14, so it is by default consider 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 digit. So after that point value, 6 digit are came, right? So which is considered as a float and 4 byte size, and the range is this 3.4e minus 38 to 3.4e plus 38. Next, double. In double, we can use percentage %f. Also, the size of require 2 bytes, that is a 8, and 1.7 e raised to minus 308 to 1.7 e raised to e plus 308, that is a range. And in double and in long double, if you would put the 3.14, so it is considered as 16 digit after your point, right? So if you are going with the help of double, if you are going with the help of long double, so after that point, the 16 digit, 1, 2, 1, 6 digit are came, right, in a double and long double. If you are going with the help of percentage of float, so 6 digits are compulsory display in output time, okay? So that is the part of double, right, and long double and float, right? So long double, that is required 10 size of bytes memory in a C programming language, and 3.4 e minus 4932 to 1.1 e 4 plus 4932, that is the range of real, that is a floating point types. So this is your float types, that is a real, that is a floating in a C programming. Next, that is a character data types. A character data types are used to store a character value. Before that, we just check integer, that is non-decimal value, which we have to insert for input and output purpose. Next, we can check, that is floating, it is accepting only point value, that is a 3.14, otherwise 3.14 after 16 digit, it is accepting in a double, in a float, in a long double. Now character types, data types, it is considered as a single and multiple, right? So character types are used to store a character value of, that is a only character, small a to small z, capital A to capital Z, and symbol like dollar, @ sign, hash sign, and person sign, etc. we can use as a character data types, right? So first, character or sign integer, It is useful for input and output purpose, a percentage C, and here in second that is S. So percentage C, that means what? Character, right? Only single character, and the size of them, that is a 1 only, and the range of them, that is a -128 to +127, right? So this is your character data type. Next, unsigned character, that is a percentage S. S, that means string, and C, that means character. String, that means what? Name, KRUNL. The Krunal, it is a best example for string, that is unsigned character. And K, only K, it is a best example for character, single character, right? So here the size of them, that is a 1, and require for memory, and range, that is your 0 to 255. So this is your character data type. Only two character data types are there in a parts of character data types. That is a first, that is a single character. Second, that is a unsigned character, that is a string, right? So which is considered as a character data type. And void main, already we discussed, that is also void main. Void is a types of means to no value. Here the values are not there. This is usually used to specify the types of functions which return nothing. We will get acquired to this data type as we can start the learning of more advanced topic in a C programming language like function, pointer, etc. So void main and void data types both are different. So here I can conclude with the help of data type which is available in a C programming language. Thank you.